I'm meteorologist Bobby Deskins with your update on Tropical Storm Danny. Way out there in the central Atlantic. There it is there. It's nearly 2,400 miles from the Carolinas, about the same for D.C., just a little less than that from Florida. So this thing is way out there. However, it's a pretty decent looking storm. You can see it looked really good late yesterday into last night and part of this morning, but last several hours it's starting to fall apart a little bit. The structure's not bad, but you see the darker reds? Those are colder cloud tops. That indicates higher thunderstorms. And you can see they have come down a little bit, but again, it still looks pretty good as far as structure concerned. And the Hurricane Center thinks that this will come back to life, especially late today into tonight. Here's another picture of it. You can see that some of the convection is dying down. There is some drier air to the north of this. It's part of the Saharan air layer. That's actually dry air and dust that comes off of the Saharan desert. Big thunderstorms kick it up and blow it out over the Atlantic, and that tends to eat up the northern side of these storms, but it looks like this is going to fight it off a little bit, so it may not be that much of a factor. So here's the forecast as of 11 a.m. from the Hurricane Center, and all of these numbers, or at least for the most part, have come down. They had this at a Category 2 storm as of Friday night and Saturday. Right now, it could be a hurricane as early as Thursday evening, maybe Friday morning at this particular point, but then sustaining Cat 1 status, about 80 to 90 mile per hour winds through Saturday morning, and then starting to come down a little bit Saturday night into Sunday and into Monday morning with a little bit more shear here for the Lesser Antilles. So if you're going to have any effects, it would be here, according to this forecast, and that would mainly start late Sunday afternoon. So you want all kinds of preparations done by the time you get into Sunday afternoon in the Lesser Antilles, Antigua, St. Martin, those areas. Here are the forecast models, and you can see each one of these lines is a different model. Brings it in the center, that is, towards the northeast islands, generally around Sunday night, Monday morning. This little yellow box here is called a Herbert box. I just thought it was interesting. I put it on there. Paul Herbert was a forecaster at the Hurricane Center, and he noticed that in the 70s and looking back to about 1900, many of the Cat 3 or higher storms that went through that box, or this particular box here, ended up hitting South Florida. Not all of them, but many of them. Now, right now, the forecast is not for a Cat 3 storm, so that's actually good news. But I just thought that was a little interesting. You can see some of the models trying to recurve it out to sea. Now, as far as tropical winds, the probability goes, this is winds greater than 58 miles per hour. And the probability of that happening right now for the Northern Islands is about 5 to 10%, maybe 10 to 15%. And this will likely change and will likely go up, especially for Antigua and Barbuda, and perhaps even up towards the Virgin Islands. So those are going to be the main areas to watch, and this will get updated from the National Hurricane Center over the next several days. We will keep you updated as we track Tropical Storm Danny right here at USA Today.